Thank you.
I'm like an overcoat jacket.
Hey, you scared me.
I loved it, and it made my it made them go away. Yes.
I'm just gonna say I did it on
What about for her?
I really wanted to say it.
I always do.
I'm trying to find it.
Yes.
No, it's mine.
Oh yeah, it's my sister's birthday.
Oh, that's
Oh,
sad.
I'm just supporting you.
I just texted you. What? Yeah.
Or no, it's my sister's birthday, yes.
Dude, you're horrible. I don't even know what my sister's birthday is. That smells like, it's like glue. It smells like glue.
It doesn't smell like glue, I don't think.
No, it's like I'm 100% serious. This is like the glue stuff.
Well, yeah, I still haven't done that thing. Oh, it's just like more. Look at all these. This assignment was too
So how
hard.
do you personal?
Alright, what did you talk about the last couple of days of last week?
Good question.
Very good question.
I wasn't here, so I want to know.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, what did you guys talk about?
We watched a video on Friday.
Overall.
I want to watch a video. I thought you guys did something stupid.
Oh, yeah, that was
Listen,
cheap.
I thought you guys did this stupid.
Alright, thanks.
Straight into this.
Yeah, we did that. Friday. Thursday we watched a video.
When I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's something. You got missed all those days. I didn't
Like a Kirk budget thing.
Yeah.
Buddy.
When did you come back?
Yeah, Friday, halfway through the day.
So this is your first day here?
Yeah.
In a while? Gotcha. Well, today we're going over the last section of chapter 8.
Of the book? Yes.
Last
Finally.
section of chapter 8.
That's dumb.
How many chapters are in this book?
Too many.
I don't know. We won't go through all of them.
No, you're not gonna pull this man.
But this section's about managing credit. I will just, there's a little bit on here, but we'll get through pretty quick and then have a short assignment.
How short is short?
About 4 or 5 questions.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
Well, your idea of short is like 30
Hey, shut
questions.
Not that long.
It's still under 10.
This one is short though, I promise you.
Okay.
Is it like as short as me?
No, you can be short.
Oh. Kayla Dolphin? Dude, Shorty was at the party.
Really?
Yeah.
So one way of managing your credit is to establish credit when you're young so you can use it later. Why might you need to use the credit later? Like what?
Buying a car.
Buying a car. Buying a house. What? Going to the Bahamas. You could probably use credit for that. So how do you think you establish credit? Exactly, using your credit card that you get. Listen up.
Hey, we listen all the time, dog.
Using credit to go to the Bahamas.
That's not a fun thing to say.
You're right.
So you
That's
weren't
the
listening.
We don't need to learn
Last
the.
thing
We
you
just
said
need to learn
was,
the best
listen
part.
up.
Okay. You can use credit on your daily purchases that you can easily pay off.
You can use credit
Yes.
for daily purchases.
This is very important.
What was that?
It's crazy that you can use credit on daily purchases.
You can use credit on anything.
Oh, unbelievable.
No, it's earth-shattering, isn't it?
Oh.
No, but you want to get that first credit card and use it on stuff you know you can pay off. Just because you have a credit limit of $1,000 doesn't mean you need to go out and spend $1,000. That's what gets you in trouble. Okay, what is the billing cycle of a credit card?
Monthly.
Okay,
Yearly.
kind of. That's how long it usually is, but what is like a definition of the billing cycle? Cycle of bill.
Exactly. You're reading my book.
The billing cycle for your credit card is generally about 20-21 days. That's just how long, the amount of time between each payment is due. Like when you get a statement, that's your previous billing cycle. So funny. You weren't talking, you were chuckling.
Hey.
You should also pay your bills on time to help manage your credit. All of your utility bills, like your electricity, your cable, your water, whatever else it is, those can contribute to your credit score. Sometimes your rent does too, if your apartment complex reports to the credit business. Just make sure you get all those payments on time. What's an easy way to make sure you get those in on time? Any ideas?
Yeah.
Like what?
Pay it on time.
Huh?
That's how you pay it on time. Pay it on time.
Have a little booklet of when your bills are supposed to be paid.
Have an
I know
update.
someone who does that.
Have an alarm
Yeah.
on your phone.
Yeah, so whenever you need to pay, it's beep,
Calendar.
beep, beep, beep,
Calendar.
You have alarms on your phone, you could write it down.
Have it, hire a big guy to come to your door.
beep. I know, because I pooped my pants.
What?
He said have a big guy come to your door and be like, where to go?
The way I was thinking was set up automatic withdrawal from your checking account. You can do that. You can set up your automatic withdrawal with your bank. Make sure that you get those payments in on time.
Oh, yeah.
Another way to manage your credit is pay the entire amount to avoid paying interest. Where else have we talked about this?
On your card.
On what?
On your credit cards.
On your credit cards.
Don't pay the minimum amount.
Exactly. On all your bills that you're going to have, there's generally a minimum balance due, just like there is on your credit card. But we've talked about it enough that you need to pay more than just that so that you aren't building up interest that you can't pay off. Establish a cash fund and have unused credit. What is that? Other than saving up some money. What is unused credit? Yeah. But where does it come from?
Unused credit.
Roger, you have an idea?
Yeah, I was designing a new house.
No, do you have an idea what I just said?
I have no
How do you,
idea.
what does establishing cash fund do for you?
No, what is unused credit?
What is an unused credit?
What is unused credit?
A credit that is unused.
Thanks.
Are you recording yourself?
So let's say you have an $1,000 credit limit on your credit card.
Yeah.
I was gonna have to delete that off this video.
Why are you recording yourself?
I have to.
For what?
School.
Do you get like look at yourself?
Yes.
Oh, that's
later. So let's say you have $1,000 credit limit on your credit
For
card.
like your voice recordings.
Hey, listen up. Say you have $1,000 credit limit. You spend $300 each month. What's your unused credit?
700.
700. It's just the difference between what your credit limit is and how much you actually use.
So you don't have to hit your credit limit every time?
No, you should not hit your credit limit every time.
Should not.
Because it'll be hard to pay off $1,000 each month
Unless you're rich.
for anything. Why would you want to push yourself to the credit limit each time?
Because it's no, it's not fun.
It's fun until you can't pay it off. Then they take back everything and take more because of interest. Yeah.
It's not good.
You should be careful when it comes to getting a first credit card. As you start working and getting close to graduation, you'll probably be getting a lot of credit applications in the mail. Because people will see that you're going to go graduate high school and they want your credit. They want your money. So, as you get all these offers, make sure, it's probably a good idea to sign up for at least one of them. Probably not more than one, but make sure when you're looking at all the offers that there's some things you consider. Interest rates. How can interest rates be different?
Be different how? From like fixed and variable?
Fixed and variable. We've talked about that a lot. What is the difference between fixed and variable rates?
Fixed income can't change unless you have 30-day notice.
Exactly. Fixed can't change unless you have a 30-day notice. Anyone else for variable?
Change whenever you choose. You can change whenever you choose.
Not whenever you choose.
Well, whenever your person chooses.
Whenever your lender chooses, they can change the interest rate. You should also look at the grace period. What is the grace period?
Not a clue.
Not a clue.
It's a period where you don't have to pay very much.
The period of saving grace.
What'd you say? Period
No.
of pay for what?
Very much.
Kind of.
The
It's the
period
period
when you
that
have a bunch of money. Thing.
Isn't it the period when the interest rates are really low?
period when you don't pay interest.
Yeah, yeah, a bunch of
So, yes, really low. But,
Really low.
alright. The grace period is just the period of time where you don't pay interest on your purchases. Some credit offers might have more, like a longer length of time, and others might have a really short length of time. That's just something to consider.
But every card has one?
What's an annual fee? So the fee that's paid yearly for use of the card. Sometimes cards won't even have annual fees, but sometimes other ones will. You need to look at what's the better deal for you. There's also sometimes a minimum finance charge. What might that be?
When you don't hit your minimum spending limit?
It's just a charge that you will be given from the credit company so that you meet your minimum amount. We've talked about these quite a bit. What are transaction fees?
It's for taking out credit from
A fee
What's a
for not
transaction
making enough
fee?
transactions.
Huh?
A fee for not making enough transactions.
That's what it is.
Fee for making a transaction. They might charge you to use your credit card.
Hey, that's dumb.
Something to consider when you get all these offers.
Don't buy credit cards.
Don't buy credit cards. You don't buy them. You apply them.
Okay, don't get a credit
Wait, so you used to be like approved for one and everything?
What?
You used to be approved for a credit card?
Because when you get these offers in the mail, they'll have an application that you fill out and send back to them. And they'll look at all your information and then decide if you get one. And if you do get a card, they'll figure out what kind of spending limit you have, the credit limit you have, as well as your interest rates.
If you're rich, they're gonna make it higher.
Maybe.
No, that's true.
Cash advance fees. I have some of these. What are that? What are those? What is that? For a credit card. You can get cash from your credit card if you go to an ATM or something. You can get cash out of your ATM coming from your credit line. But there's generally a fee, usually about 3%, with a minimum of $5 to get your cash from your credit limit. And there's also late fees and over the limit fees. These will vary depending on whatever card or card company you go with. But it's just another thing to consider.
Like the field change, like how much it's paid for?
Yeah. Exactly. And you need to also avoid unnecessary credit costs. Keep the number of credit cards and accounts to a minimum. Like I said, when you get older, you'll get tens of dozens of credit offers in the mail. Doesn't mean you go out and apply for each single one, because you don't want that many credit cards. Or at least I wouldn't. So, make sure you have one, maybe two if you need it, but make sure you have something that, in case of emergency, you have that credit for you. But don't overuse it. Comparison shop for credit cards. When you're looking at credit cards, it's just like anything else you should be doing. When you're going out to buy something, you should not be an impulse buyer. You should do some research and figure out which product is best for you. That's the same thing for credit cards. Because on the last slide, there were all those different aspects of credit cards that you need to consider. So you need to do your research, make sure that you're finding the best card for you. The best card for Sam might be different than the best card for Patty. So find what's best for you. Consider special deals and financing. Think about store credit cards. You can sometimes get a really good deal at a store if you have their credit card or if you sign up for their credit card. If you need to work on building your credit, it might be a good idea. You might be going out to buy a new TV or something at Best Buy, and they'll offer you 24 months of 0% interest if you sign up for their credit card, pay off your TV. That's just one example. You can find all sorts of places that do that. Use credit to get sale prices. When you have a credit card, you increase your spending power, right? So, you have an increased spending power, and you just went out and bought something with cash because you didn't want to use your credit, and then the next week something else goes on sale, but you don't have enough cash with you to pay it. You can use your credit to take advantage of that sale price and then pay it off as you get your next paycheck or whatever it is. So, credit can be great for you because you can get really good deals off things where otherwise you couldn't because you don't have enough cash. Time your credit purchases. If you're planning on making a big purchase with your credit, and you know when your billing cycle ends, you could buy this the first day so that you have 21 days or 25 days, whatever your billing cycle is, to build up your cash to make the payment on it. Whereas if you pay for it or you use your credit to buy something with 5 days left of your billing cycle, you might be scrambling to get that money to pay it off so you avoid interest. So when you do get your first credit card and you start using it, think about that when you go out to buy something. Generally, it might not be a big deal, but if you are going to make that big purchase, make sure that you know when is the right time to make it. With credit cards, you can also get cash rewards and rebates. What is a rebate? It's a percentage of the value of the product that you get back after you buy it. Rebates can be great, but you can also get in trouble with them because you'll see that you can get 5% back on this thing, 10% off that thing. So you're seeing all these things where you think you're saving a lot of money, but then you go out and buy all of them, and you get in trouble because the rebates aren't as much as you thought, and you're having trouble paying off these credits. That's just another something to consider whenever you get that first credit card. Pay bills on time or early. I know we just talked about this, I think, on the last slide or 2 slides ago, but make sure you get your bills paid on time. Use that automatic withdrawal if you have to make sure that it gets done. But just make sure that your bills are paid on time. There's also a few unethical loan practices that you should know about, and so that you can avoid them. Has anyone ever heard of the term loan shark? No. Has anyone?
Yeah.
Okay. So a loan shark, they offer illegal, unsecured loans at high interest rates. These people will often go door to door maybe and hand out their applications for loans to people that they know won't be able to pay it. It is kind of creepy. Or you might get them in the mail or email. But make sure that you look up whatever company it is. Like, you've heard of Discover Card and MasterCard and all those, but you might get something from Billy Bob's credit company. Something about that doesn't sound right to me. So you might need to do some research, talk to your friends, family, talk to the rest of the community, find out if they've ever heard of it or if they've done business with it. Because chances are someone might have, and they ended up losing money because it was a bad deal and they didn't know about it at the time. So make sure whenever you get an offer that you do the right research, even if it is the Discover Card application in the mail. Make sure that you go look at your offer back and forth, make sure that it actually is Discover, not someone posing as that. An advanced fee loan includes a large upfront fee. Anyone know what an advanced fee loan is?
No.
The fee that is advanced.
Fee that is advanced.
So it's like higher.
Yeah. If you say you're gonna go out and buy something and you need a loan for it, these people you'll have to pay a large fee right up front so that you can get the loan. Well, they'll process your application, maybe, and they'll find out that you can't make payments, and they'll just take your money and run pretty much. So whenever you do need that loan to buy that new dishwasher you need or something, make sure that you know where you're going. Find the right credit union you need to. Or the right bank, whatever it is, to make sure you get that loan. The right loan for you. And then equity stripping. These people generally target people that they know won't be able to make the right payments, or they'll help them fill out the credit application. They'll encourage the applicant to lie about their income and put it up higher so that they can get a higher loan because they need more money for something.
What did
Look.
they figure out?
Huh?
Did they pay back anytime for me?
Maybe. But they'll often put down their house as credit or as collateral or something. So, because the creditor will find out that, we'll tell them that their house has a lot of equity in it, a lot of value. So they'll put that down as collateral, and the person will take their application. Sometimes they'll even take the information off and hack it to their checking account or their savings account, take money. But they'll get the loan maybe, and they'll see that the person can't make payments and they start missing payments or start getting late payments. They'll take the house from them. And it's all because the person listened to this creditor and put down too much money or put down their house when they knew they shouldn't have as collateral. So that's just something else to consider. A good rule of thumb when you're thinking about when you need to use your credit, you're looking for the right place to go. I hope a lot of you have the right instincts when it comes to these things. This person might tell you to put more income on there than you actually make. That doesn't sound right. To me, at least, is it to you? Say there's this really nice car and you don't think you can pay for it, but this guy's telling you that if you just put a couple more $1,000s for your annual income, you could get it. You really want the car. It's your dream car. You've been wanting it forever. It'd be kind of tough to tell them no. But you need to do what is best for you. So that's just something else to consider. Any questions over managing credit? Five questions.
Those 5 questions are so long.
You said 4 or 5? I said 4 or 5.
4.
Yeah,
Okay, I lied.
Take
There's
off
next
number
question in there.
16.
No, we'll leave 16 on there.
Oh.